Hello YouTube, this is Boston Best 047, and I wanted to do a video about the pursuit of truth, and to kind of tackle this philosophical cliche. Because I remember a while back I did a video called the red pill blue pill dichotomy, in which I said at the very end, keep pursuing truth. And the thing is, I wanted to tackle this idea, this concept, briefly, because I think there's a great deal of misconception and really I think a lot of times intellectual cowardice about the idea and the function of truth. What is truth? What is untruth? Because I don't think we as human beings, because really what the pursuit of truth is really the pursuit of uncertainty. And I think a lot of times we as human beings, we run from uncertainty, mystery, yeah, that kind of thing. It bothers us a little bit, and we tend to be afraid of what we don't completely understand or what's just underneath the surface. And this leads us to want to live in a world in which we completely ignore this for something else, which is usually the conscious mind, if you will, the mind that picks up on what's in front of us, perceptions. And we take this perception as reality. And I think, when you really, you know, when you really get yourself out of your manner of thinking and really try to delve deeper and underneath things, you realize that that's a very flawed way of looking at the world, which I discussed in previous videos. But the pursuit of truth, I said that in the video, and it really is a huge philosophical cliche. Something you always hear, but a lot of times people don't really understand what it means. For me, it really, to be perfectly honest, the pursuit of truth is if you're a truth seeker and you don't absolutely find yourself delving into the darkness, then you're not a real truth seeker, because delving into the worst and the darkness of things, of existence, of spirituality, of yourself, your shadow self, your all these different parts of yourself, then you're not a real, genuine, true seeker in any way, shape, or form. Part of the darkness is, of course, the darkness that is inherent in uncertainty, in what is not known, what is mystery. And it's interesting to consider that most of the universe is made up of dark matter, of dark energy, if you will. We live most of our time probably in darkness, and we're afraid of our shadow, ironically. Because we are afraid of uncertainty, we're afraid of what's going to be found there, because what is found there can destroy us. But if you're really a genuine truth seeker, then you absolutely have to be willing to delve completely and utterly into something that could potentially destroy you for the purpose of acquiring knowledge and trying to find out what that is. It's a principle of courage, of even of bravery. But really, it's one of courage, which bravery and courage, I think, are two different concepts in my view. Bravery being, what you experience, people coming at you dangerously, and you kind of work your way through it. Courage being something you're actually acting on. It's a fundamentally different idea, and the courage that it takes to pursue something that could potentially destroy you, the courage to challenge yourself, the courage to look within your own self, to find your own darker parts of yourself, to accept your imperfections, your impurity, your flawed nature, your flaws, your inner self, if you will. It's an important thing, and it's all based on this idea of the pursuit of truth, for me anyway. And in a large way, I believe that this part of yourself is reality. It's what you are. Um, and the pursuit of truth, to me, is the pursuit of reality, the pursuit of intellectual honesty, the pursuit of honesty with yourself and with all the things that you would find. For me, the pursuit of truth is that, and therefore the pursuit of truth by its very nature is also the pursuit of darkness, pursuit of the shadow, the pursuit of all these different things. It's the pursuit of the occult, if you will, and I regard myself as an occultist on some level. And so this is all touches home with me. It's why I play the music I do, but I hate the gimmick. I hate all of the fucking gimmicks associated with these kind of things, the goth scene and all these kind of things, which turn all of this kind of stuff into a gimmick. In some ways, it's even the pursuit of death, because death is the ultimate uncertainty. It's the ultimate. There's a certain darkness in death, and thus there is all of that becomes a part of that, and thus the pursuit of truth becomes in effect the pursuit of the unknown. And it's what drives science, it's what drives intellectual developments of various kinds. It's what drives Western civilization. I was flipping around the internet, and I came across a video which was explaining it in a very good way, and I never really thought of it before. That Western civilization is motivated by the pursuit of boundless space, of boundless infinity. And this boundless infinity is, of course, the pursuit of boundless uncertainty. And this boundless uncertainty is, whether one wants to interpret it that way or not, is the pursuit of darkness, the darkness inherent in uncertainty, in mystery, in the unknown. And it's pursuing something that's not necessarily even possible. But to me, it's all of these sorts of things are, in a sense, connected. But it's a strange thing, because in the way that I interpret it, it's almost like bringing it all the way back. Whereas the pursuit of boundless infinity is the pursuit of essentially continuous nothingness. For me, it's almost like a pursuit of it's almost like a return to the womb, in a sense, the darkness of the womb, in a strange kind of way. It's the darkness of the unconscious mind, of the primitive, of the primal, of the primordial, of the ancient. And it's a return to that, and therefore, for me, that's really actually what is truth. Like, to me, that's truth. I think if you pursue truth, really pursue truth. Most people can't say this. For example, most people actually can't say. Most people can't actually say, for example, that they found truth. Well, I would say that I found truth, and that's truth. What truth is what you started out with, and what you've come back around and you found that you always knew. That to me is truth. It's that, and it's nihilistic, and really to be a pursuer of truth, you have to be, in a sense, a kind of a nihilist. And you have to be an esotericist. You have to be all those things, and all those things are the ways in which I approach truth, of philosophy, of all these sorts of things. It's why I believe the way I do about the world, and why I'm interested in the sorts of things I'm interested in. The paranormal, the spiritual, the mysterious, and the mystical. And why I support a belief in some of these sorts of ideas, because it's the wisdom that they can provide if you're willing to look for it. I'm not saying that necessarily every aspect of it is necessarily true. I can't say that for sure. But all these things are sort of they all come around. It's all a circle. I believe everything is basically circular. History is circular. Everything is circular. Existence is just a cycle. It goes around in circles. The circle of life, if you will. And so anyway, that's pretty much my take on the pursuit of truth, which I have to say is very much a cliche, which is something I really thought about after I said it. A lot of people don't know what that means, but that's my take on the concept, and this is just a work of general philosophy for all of you out there, and it's pretty much all I got to say, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.